Welcome to a world where data is king and SQL is the language spoken. But what exactly is SQL? SQL, or Structured Query Language, is a programming language designed specifically for managing and manipulating databases. It's like the universal translator for our conversations with databases. You see, databases store a staggering amount of information, and SQL is the tool we use to navigate, retrieve, and manipulate that data. Imagine you're in a colossal library with countless books. SQL is the organized system that helps you find the exact book you're looking for, without having to search through every single shelf. Beyond just finding data, SQL also allows us to create, update, and manage these vast databases. It's the standard language for relational database management systems, those systems that store and provide access to data points that are related to one another. In the digital world, SQL stands as the bridge between us and the vast sea of data that surrounds us. Now that we know what SQL is, let's delve into why it's so important in today's world. SQL, or Structured Query Language, is like the Swiss Army knife of the tech world. It's an indispensable tool used across various sectors, from the Silicon Valleys of tech companies to the towering skyscrapers of finance, even reaching the quiet corridors of healthcare. It's a universal language understood and utilized by data scientists, analysts, and developers alike. In an age where data is the new oil, SQL is the drill that extracts valuable insights from this raw resource. It's the key that unlocks the door to data analysis, solving complex queries, and making strategic decisions. Think of it as a decoder ring, translating the cryptic language of databases into meaningful, actionable information, and that's not all. SQL's importance only grows when we step into the realm of big data and machine learning. It's like a guiding star in the vast universe of data, helping navigate the intricate constellations of information. In machine learning, SQL is the unsung hero, cleaning and organizing data, preparing it for the grand performance of predictive analysis. So you see, SQL is much more than a language. It's a conduit, a bridge that connects questions to answers, problems to solutions. It's a powerful tool that's shaping the world as we know it, transforming raw data into wisdom, chaos into order, and uncertainty into strategy. SQL, therefore, is not just a language. It's a powerful tool that's shaping the world as we know it. Interested in learning this powerful language? Great. Let's start with the basics. SQL, or Structured Query Language, is a standard language for managing and manipulating databases. It's a tool that can help you interact with data, and it's built on a few simple yet powerful commands. First up, we have the select command. It's your golden ticket to data retrieval. With it, you can fetch data from a database like you're plucking apples from a tree. For example, select name from students will give you a list of all student names. Simple, isn't it? Next, we have update. This command allows you to modify existing data. Let's say you need to change a student's grade. You'd use something like update student set grade =A where name =John. Just like that, John's grade has been updated to A. Then there's delete. This command does exactly what it sounds like. It deletes data. If John decides to drop out, you'd use delete from students where name =John. And poof, John is no longer in the system. Insert into is another handy command. It lets you add new data to your database. If a new student named Mary joins, you'd use insert into students, name, values, Mary. Mary is now a part of the student database. Lastly, we have the where command. It's like a filter for your data. It helps you specify exactly what you want to select, update, or delete. Like in our previous examples, where name =John helped us target our actions specifically to John. One important thing to remember is that SQL is not case sensitive. Whether you write select or select, SQL treats them the same. So don't worry about shouting in all caps unless you want to. And that's the basics of SQL. With these commands, you can start exploring the world of databases. So, where can you see SQL in action in real life? Well, let's start with the most commonplace: websites. Behind every dynamic website, there's a database. Whether it's a blog site where you read your favorite articles or an e-commerce platform where you shop for the latest gadgets, SQL is working behind the scenes, managing data, ensuring that information is served to you accurately and swiftly. Now think about your favorite smartphone apps. From social media to fitness trackers, these apps use SQL to store, retrieve, and manipulate data. When you're posting a new photo on your social media profile or checking your step count on your fitness app, SQL is right there, making it happen. But SQL isn't just about websites and apps. It's also a major player in the business world. Imagine a multinational company with thousands of employees and millions of customers. Managing all that data can be a monstrous task. But thanks to SQL, businesses can handle complex data operations with relative ease. It's used for everything from tracking sales and managing customer data to inventory control and financial reporting. In the world of finance, SQL plays a pivotal role too. Banks, for instance, use SQL to manage transactions, accounts, loans, and much more. Without SQL, modern banking as we know it would be virtually impossible. From your favorite app to your local bank, SQL is everywhere. It's an invisible force that keeps our digital world spinning. So the next time you're browsing a website or using an app, remember, there's a good chance that SQL is working hard behind the scenes. We've taken a whirlwind tour of SQL, but that's just the tip of the iceberg. We've seen how SQL, or structured query language, forms the backbone of database management, allowing us to interact with and manipulate data in a myriad of ways. We've also touched upon the fundamental importance of SQL in today's digital world, where data is king, and knowing how to effectively manage it is a highly sought-after skill. We dove into the basics, exploring simple commands like select, insert, update, and delete, and how they enable us to retrieve, add, modify, or remove data from a database. We saw how these commands come to life in real-world applications, from managing customer information in a retail database to analyzing large data sets in scientific research. As we wrap up, I urge you to delve deeper into SQL and explore its vast potential. The journey is as exciting as the destination. Dive into SQL and unlock a world of opportunities. Until next time, keep exploring.